Meme culture. It's all around us. With the advent of social media platforms like Instagram and Twitter, memes have gradually interwoven themselves onto the pop cultural landscape. According to the Merriam-Webster dictionary, memes are an idea, behavior, style, or usage that spreads from person to person within a culture. Known for their short shelf life, memes are only as relevant for the time that their message is relevant. This falls in line with the way in which memes were first examined, which was in a manner akin to evolutionary Darwinian terms. The brainchild of British evolutionary biologist Richard Dawkins, memes eventually came to be studied under their own branch of study in the 90s, memetics. Nowadays, meme culture is primarily associated with the millennial Gen Z generation, and while they may seem one-dimensional on the surface, memes can provide a deep insight into the social, political, and economic issues that affect the very generation that creates them. In our capitalist Western world, class identity is a topic of relevance. The rise of social media has only bolstered the importance of class identity, with class and status being one of the first things people notice when meeting others. One, especially in the millennial Gen Z generation, might feel the need to constantly one-up peers because of the need to maintain a facade online. Nevertheless, millennials and Gen Zers continue to be plagued with the disconnected and entitled stereotypes, which somewhat invalidates the economically troubling realities that come with being a young adult in today's job market. One pop culture artifact that encapsulates this juxtaposing situation is the Insta-based account entitled Overheard San Francisco. A smaller branch to the Overheard meme franchise, the account has amassed more than 2K plus followers and operates on the DM submission system, documenting the flamboyant overheard encounters of city dwellers. Geared towards millennials and Gen Zers, the account works to create a sense of relatability throughout its posts. Through an analysis of 2 Overheard San Francisco posts, we'll identify how class identity and different facets of millennial culture manage to present themselves within them. Thus, the following research question is addressed. To what extent do the Overheard San Francisco memes targeting upper middle class millennials both critique and accurately portray modern societal practices? Subsequently, how does the meme subtype shape class identity? I would argue that the Overheard San Francisco memes both advertently and inadvertently criticize affluent millennial subcultures and are reflective of primarily upper middle class practices. Due to their popularity and hilarity, this meme type has a significant influence in shaping class identity, particularly for the individuals living in the cities they target. While class identity has come to play a substantial role in today's media-entrenched generation, it has also come to be linked with other millennial trends, such as that of hookup culture. While studies have shown that millennials are actually having less sex than their parents, there's no denying that the media has come to link millennial culture with that of hookup culture. This is the case with a subset of the Overheard San Francisco memes, which both address class identity and hookup culture. The first example, entitled Glassdooring Your Date, a hypothetical female responds to her friend's question in regards to what she's doing. The female responds by stating that she's glassdooring the salary of the guy she hooked up with. Glassdoor, the company review site, is known for its salary search options. The fact that this person is looking up a hookup's salary to determine if they're worth pursuing is rather questionable. Audiences reading this assertion might assume that millennials have superficial morals when it comes to searching for potential partners. At the same time, such a post can be reflective of how difficult it is to make it in today's job market as a millennial and in terms of success. Thus, such extreme measures that come with searching for a potential partner can stem out of the need to maintain minimal financial stability in today's job market. Observation falls in line with class identity, as well as highlights the potential millennial thought process that comes along with modern dating. The second meme, entitled Frivolous Spending 101, Dog 23 on Me's, takes a much more lighthearted approach regarding millennial trends. It references genetic testing. Having been overheard at a coffee shop, the poster notes that they will celebrate their dog's breed results by hosting a breed reveal party. Akin to the gender reveal parties of the past, breed reveal parties seem to be becoming popular amongst dog-owning millennials. Many audiences might associate such a test and party as being both ridiculous and costly. After all, it would probably seem unjustifiable for the average person to spend such a large amount of money on such an unnecessary test. Thus, even if the dog owner isn't attempting to make a class distinction with this post, such a distinction is still made due to the associated luxury that accompanies their actions. In this way, even the most good-natured of overheard San Francisco memes manage to reflect upon class identity. In sum, the Overheard meme franchise as a whole plays a substantial role in both influencing and reflecting upon issues of class identity amongst millennials and Gen Zers. With the wide range of intersecting identities that can be examined from the Overheard meme subculture, And within memes culture in general, it brings into question the validity of using meme-centered research when studying topics of societal relevance, such as identity. For this reason, it might be valuable for educational curriculums to begin to integrate memes as topics of potential analysis, particularly in English and other humanities-based courses. As memes continue to be key sources of social commentary, it is important that meme users be aware of the messages they are liking and sharing. From there, audiences can make their own conclusion in regards to their own identities and the societal messages that memes are either challenging or addressing.